Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I'm Tanvi Taneja with the midday news. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says AYUSH and Yoga are strong pillars of Fit India movement. Launches 10 AYUSH health and wellness centers in Haryana. 12,000 AYUSH centers to be set up across the country. Media should act as a bridge to bring different language-speaking people together, says Prime Minister at the Manorama News Conclave. Chandrayaan-2 one step away from Moon. ISRO to carry out 4th orbital manoeuver this evening. Army Chief visits Jammu and Kashmir to review overall security situation and operational preparedness along the line of control. Assam Chief Minister says all arrangements in place for people to check their names easily in the final NRC list to be released tomorrow. And in cricket, second and final test between India and West Indies begins at Kingston, Jamaica. Match begins at 8 p.m. Indian time. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said AYUSH and Yoga are strong pillars of Fit India movement. He said the government has set a target of setting up 12,500 AYUSH centers across India. Mr. Modi launched 10 AYUSH health and wellness centers located in Haryana. He said the government is trying to set up 4,000 such centers this year itself. Giving away the Yoga Awards to the winners for outstanding contribution for promotion and development of yoga in New Delhi, Mr. Modi said 1.5 lakh health and wellness centers are being opened across the country. The main focus of these centers will be empowering the community for self-care by imbibing AYUSH-based healthy food and lifestyle, social behavior and use of medicinal plants for primary health care. The Prime Minister attributed his health to yoga, pranayam and Ayurveda. He expressed happiness that Soba Rigpa has become the 6th member of the AYUSH family after Ayurveda, yoga and naturopathy, Siddha, Unani and homeopathy. Mr. Modi said that Mahatma Gandhi used to believe that naturopathy is a way of living.
और गांधी जी कहते थे प्राकृतिक चिकित्सा जीवन जीने का तरीका है, यह किसी इलाज का तरीका नहीं है। ये इस बात में बहुत बड़ी ताकत है जो गांधी जी ने कही है। उन्होंने ताउम्र इस बात पर अमल किया और प्राकृतिक चिकित्सा पद्धति को जीवन का आधार बनाया। हमारे पास हजारों वर्षों पुराना लिटरेचर है, वेदों में गंभीर बीमारियों से जुड़े इलाज की चर्चा है, लेकिन दुर्भाग्य से हम अपनी इस पुरातन रिसर्च को, ज्ञान के इस खजाने को आधुनिकता से जोड़ने में इतने सफल नहीं हो पाए।
During the ceremony, Mr. Modi released 12 commemorative postal stamps to honor eminent scholars, practitioners and great master healers of AYUSH systems. Talking to All India Radio News, awardee Swami Shivadhyanam Saraswati of the Bihar School of Yoga said his institute is working to promote yoga for over 50 years.
पिछले 50 से अधिक वर्षों से बिहार योग विद्यालय देश भर में और पूरी दुनिया में योग का प्रचार प्रसार करते आ रहा है, इस लक्ष्य के साथ कि लोगों को शारीरिक स्वास्थ्य प्राप्त हो, मानसिक शांति और आध्यात्मिक आनंद प्राप्त हो.
Another awardee, Kazuo Keishin Kimura of Japan said yoga is helpful in preventing many diseases.
Yoga culture is really effective for treating patients, especially stress-related disease. Many people are suffering stress-related disease like stomach ulcer, high blood pressure, and diabetes mellitus also, and cancer also. So they are quite happy to practice yoga to prevent or cure such a disease by themselves.
The nationwide Fit India movement has significant importance in encouraging people to inculcate physical activity in their day-to-day lives. Diet has a distinct role in making people fit and healthy. Talking to AIR, dietitian in RML Hospital in Delhi, Dr. Tanu underlines the need for a balanced diet, saying people should not avoid their breakfast.
That is very important in bodybuilding. First, you need to take your breakfast at time, then your lunch at time, then your dinner at time. 3 meals of a day you need to take at your own time. In between, you need to add 2 meals, जो main munchies होती है, mid meals. It's like in the form of green tea, bhuna chana, roasted makhana, or replacement of snacks or biscuit namkeen. So it's very important to take in between the meals for your filling.
The campaign was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi yesterday, underlining that fitness is 0% investment with infinite returns. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said constructive criticism is something he looks forward to. Speaking at the Manorama News Conclave through video conferencing, he urged media to play the role of a bridge and bring people speaking different languages closer. Mr. Modi said India is perhaps the only country in the world with so many languages, and it is a force multiplier.
Can we not use the power of language to unite India? Can media play the role of a bridge and bring people speaking different languages closer? Once a person learns another Indian language, he will come to know the common thread and truly appreciate the oneness in Indian culture. This can also give rise to a group of people interested in learn different languages.
The Prime Minister said it's now common to see people using Wi-Fi facilities in railway stations, which nobody would have ever thought. He said now people are talking about transparency and the surnames of the youth do not matter. The Prime Minister said the government has built over 1.5 crore homes for the poor at a rapid pace.
Our approach was deliver more facilities, deliver more value, deliver in less time, and deliver at no extra cost. We built homes according to local requirements and wishes of the people. To deliver all basic facilities, we achieve convergence of various government schemes. So the homes would have electricity, gas connection, toilet, and all necessities.
Union Minister Prakash Javadekar delivered the keynote address in the conclave. Perform, reform and transform are the 3 pillars of the new India vision, he said. Press freedom, thought freedom and speaking freedom are integral part of the government's new India policy, he added. The minister further said there is no ban for press in the Kashmir Valley and the restrictions are being lifted day by day. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Army Chief General Bipin Rawat reached Srinagar today to review overall security situation in the Kashmir Valley. Defence sources said he's also reviewing operational preparedness of armed forces along the line of control in the valley, besides overall issues pertaining to counter militant and infiltration operations. This is the first visit of General Rawat to the valley after the abrogation of special status to Jammu and Kashmir under Article 370 and 35A and bifurcation of J&K into 2 union territories. Meanwhile, the situation remained normal across the state, especially the Kashmir Valley today, even as some minor restrictions were imposed in the Srinagar city ahead of Friday congregational prayers. While public transport remained off today, private vehicles and people were seen walking on the roads. In the Kashmir Valley, landline telephone services have resumed in many parts, while mobile telephone services have been restored in 5 sensitive districts of Jammu Division from yesterday and some areas of Kashmir Valley. The J&K High Court has refuted the news report published in a national daily on 27th of August 2019 that J&K High Court is not functioning smoothly.
The spokesperson of Jammu and Kashmir High Court said that the news report of newspaper is totally baseless as the High Court is functioning normally and the cases are being heard and disposed of regularly. The spokesperson, while giving details, said that from 5th of August 2019 till 23rd August 2019, 71 main cases have been disposed of on merits in Srinagar wing of the High Court, while in Jammu wing of the High Court, 312 cases were decided by the division bench and 243 cases were decided by the single bench during the same period. He also said that the employees of the High Court are also performing their duties with dedication. R.K. Rana, AIR News, Jammu.
India and Pakistan held a technical meeting at the 0 point today on the opening of the Kartarpur corridor amid fresh tensions between the two countries. The Kartarpur 0 point is the point at which the Indian side of the corridor and the Pakistani side of the corridor will be connecting. The meeting comprised of a group of 15 officials from each side. This is the first meeting that is being held after India had on 5th of August revoked special status of Jammu and Kashmir under Article 370 of the Constitution, which gave special status to Jammu and Kashmir and bifurcated the state into union territories. Chief Minister of Assam, Sabranand Sonowal, has said that the state government has made all arrangements so that people can check their names in the final list of the National Register of Citizens (NRC) in a few easy steps. The final list will be published tomorrow. Ahead of the publication of the NRC, talking exclusively to All India Radio, the Chief Minister asserted that no one has to worry whose name does not appear in the list. He said they would get ample opportunity to appeal in the foreigners' tribunals.
I want to clarify some of the points for the people of Assam in this particular regard. Tomorrow, whatever the list will be published, in this publication, the excluded person need not have to worry. In this regard, Indian Home Ministry has very clearly notified that whoever name will be excluded, they will get ample opportunity to appeal in the FT court. And the earlier time period was 60 days, but it has been extended for the convenience of the people for 120 days. So as long as appeal is there, no one will be treated as foreigners, because to declare a person foreigners is only the authority of the FT.
India's second moon craft, Chandrayaan-2, will undergo its fourth lunar orbit maneuvering this evening. It will be aimed at reducing the farthest distance of the lunar craft from the surface of the moon. The mission would be carried out by the scientists and engineers of the National Space Agency ISRO this evening. It will be the fourth round of orbit reduction maneuver, and the last one would be held on Sunday evening. With today's mission followed by the final one on coming Sunday, Chandrayaan-2 is expected to reach the moon's polar synchronous orbit at an average height of 100 kilometers. Union Minister Piyush Goyal today said the government is ready to play the role of a facilitator to work on preparing an organized framework in which the private security industry work, including licensing, registration and training. Speaking at Private Security Industry Conclave in New Delhi, Mr. Goyal said public-private partnership can be looked at to ensure both the aspects of private security personnel coming from recognized agency and industry being able to provide such guards. He urged everyone to check the credentials of the security guards under the Private Security Regulation Act in the societies. The minister stressed upon the importance of training security guards.
A security guard without proper equipment to provide security is ultimately going to cause you harm. After all, he would not be trained. He would not have the requisite knowledge about security to ensure that in the event of a problem, what he has to do. Recognized agency, does the guard get minimum wages? Does he get the necessary promised benefits of the job? And if we were to do that, to my mind, this 70 lakh will become at least 2 crore people.
At the stock markets, after opening higher in the morning, the Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange pared its gains and had risen 94 points at 37,163 a short while ago. And in cricket, India will look to steamroll West Indies with another dominant show in the second and final test encounter starting at Sabina Park, Kingston in Jamaica today. The match will begin at 8 p.m. Indian time. All India Radio will broadcast bilingual commentary in Hindi and English on Rajdhani, FM Rainbow Network and additional frequencies from 7:30 p.m. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says AYUSH and Yoga are strong pillars of Fit India movement. Launches 10 AYUSH health and wellness centers in Haryana. 12,500 AYUSH centers to be set up across the country. Media should act as a bridge to bring different language-speaking people together, says Prime Minister at the Manorama News Conclave. Chandrayaan-2, one step away from moon. ISRO to carry out fourth orbital manoeuver this evening. Army Chief visits Jammu and Kashmir to review overall security situation and operational preparedness along the line of control. Assam Chief Minister says all arrangements in place for people to check their names easily in the final NRC list to be